We are the Fashion Daddies. Hello, and welcome to the Fashion Daddies podcast, where we talk about all things
fashion,
figure skating,
and Project Runway.
Yes, the premiere
of season 22.
Yes.
Just happened.
It did. Thursday night and then Friday on Hulu and Disney Plus.
Streaming, which is great because we were streaming it today.
The biggest thing is that there were 22 designers this season. So that's a lot of designers to manage, not just to compile into one episode, but to compile at the actual stage where we were shooting.
Yes.
And we were in charge. So what we do, one of our many parts of our jobs.
This is why you're here, because you're going to get some behind the scenes dish of our jobs and Project Runway.
Yeah. So we meet the designers fresh from the airplane.
Yep.
And
or Uber ride.
Or Uber ride, because many of them live in New York.
Yes.
Or train ride.
Right.
Or whatever form of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
And we're some of the first people they see. And we have to do a little bag check. We won't. It's just basically to make sure that they bring all the tools and things that they're supposed to bring, or take away things they're not supposed
confiscate.
to bring. Yes.
We confiscate. It sounds very fun. We call ourselves the Fashion TSA.
Yes.
And we're the first people they meet, and some of them recognize me from the show, but a lot of them don't. The older ones do.
Yeah.
And so it's like, hi, Nick. And I'm like, hi. Open your suitcase, please.
Yes, it's TSA if you're being pulled into the back room.
It's true.
And having your items gone through. So
it's the ones that are like, we need you to step on the side, step away on the side.
Yes. But this year, besides doing that bag check, which is always done, we took their looks, because in the first episode, they were to bring a look from home.
Right.
That was going to be judged as their first look in the first episode.
Right.
So we took those looks from them. The minute they arrived, they couldn't touch them. They couldn't do any work on them.
We literally asked, like before they even opened their suitcase, we're like, you have your look? We took it away from them.
Yes. But
that's one of the jobs that we did.
We didn't take it away from ourselves, because then we were in charge of them, and they needed to all be set up, steamed, put on the proper size dress form, and waiting for them in the workroom when they arrived to work on them with the Christian walkthrough. So that's 22. Now, 12 last year, we did similar. We put them on dress forms. It wasn't judged. And we thought that was a lot.
Oh, yeah. We thought that was a lot. It's all the pre-production, pre-filming, we have to get there almost a month before the show even starts. But obviously, then it all just starts rolling when they arrive. And then we have maybe just less than a week to get it all set up, like you said. But it's, I know, 22. I mean, think about it, guys. We had to match all the 22 designs. Then we had to match them to a dress form as close as possible to each of those 22. That we had to get 22 dress forms that were of that size. If there were 4, 6, and 8, or 12, whatever it was.
And then you're forgetting a very important part.
What?
Then those designs had to be put on models, and normally what you do is you throw out the model cards, they pick the model, and then they have to make the garment based on the model sizes.
Right.
Well, this of course was the reverse. The garment was already made, so we had to find the model that would fit that garment 22 times without seeing the garment, without really knowing the size, and hoping it all worked. And the designers did have time to alter, and that was part part of the challenge.
Right.
If Christian felt they should change something, they were going to change something. And if something didn't fit properly, they could alter it. So they did have time to do that. But that first episode, every season, this one especially, but every season almost feels like a season in itself.
Yes.
Because there is so much to do to get everything started. And the first episode is always a big one.
Yeah.
And by the time you get through the first episode, you feel like you've shot an entire season.
You want to have a rap party.
You're like,
right?
A lot goes into doing that episode.
Yeah.
But what we want to get to is the design.
Let's just get right to it.
Okay. So what we thought we would do is the judges had their turn, right?
Yes, they did.
To pick the 6 best and basically the 6 on the bottom because 6 are going home. We don't know everybody that's going home yet because they gave us a little cliffhanger. But we're going to...
Not a little.
a big
It's a big cliffhanger. I mean, we woke up today and I was on my Twitter twatter, honey, X, and looking up what people are saying. All I did was, do a search. I put Project Runway and it was lots. Yeah.
Well, that's
just
good.
like, yeah, it's good. It was good.
Chatter.
Like, oh my God, they can't all go home and, naming some of the designers. And, and I was like, I can't say anything.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to pick our 6 best and the 6 we feel are the bottom are the ones that should go home.
Okay.
Okay? Because the judges got their opportunity. Now it's our turn.
Now it's our turn.
Now it's the Fashion Daddies time.
This is the payback for working so hard to get that first episode up and running.
Yeah.
On the models and steaming and all of that.
And I will say, to some extent, I agree. And to some
With the
extent,
judges?
yeah.
Okay.
And some not. And I think a little of it, because it is hard not to have a little bit of bias, because if you think about it, we had so many touch points for these garments that the judges did not.
Right.
So we first saw the image that was sent by the designers.
Like, what are you going to send?
Yeah. And then they sent a photo.
Right.
And so we saw that. Then we saw the garment, arrive to us in the bag or whatever. And we sort of would pull it out. You get a little bit of an opinion there.
Yeah, there were times where, once the designer was like in the bathroom, I would turn to Daddy Dave and be like, "Ooh, that one's a good one."
Yeah,
or not, or like, really, this is what you brought, but not my bunny.
Yeah, and then we had to put that garment on a dress form.
Right.
So we worked with them closely to put it on the dress form.
Right.
And then finally, like the judges, we saw it on the model. So we had a little more intel, a little more insider, ability to touch.
As to like how they're created and if they're properly constructed.
Right.
Not that, again, I know this is a big contention for a lot of people in the show, a lot of fans. It's not a sewing competition.
Yeah.
It's a design competition, so we get it.
Yeah.
It just helps when, the garments are properly constructed, and especially when these are designs from home. So
exactly.
They literally, I know that some of these designers took months to make one look of this look that they brought. So if you're going to take that long, I needs to see a hook and eye. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's one thing if you have a one-day challenge. It's another thing if this is a design that you're bringing from home.
Understood.
So, okay. So with that being said, these were our 6 that we thought were the best.
Yeah, let's do it.
That we did agree with the judges on, and really, I think was probably the best look of the episode was Bobby's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was really great. So it was this A-line blue quilted dress that was, I think, from her last collection.
Okay.
And it was modern. It was cool. Just all the components that you want to. It made enough of an impact without being too much.
Right.
So definitely, I think strong. The model didn't hurt.
Yeah, Friday, stunning. Yeah, I think she was from South Sudan. I mean, the minute we saw her when we were picking models, and she was 6'2". Yeah, and teeny tiny, you know, I was like, yes, yes. And in fact, because we had seen the previous photos on Bobby's Instagram of this dress, and it was worn by a model that looked similar to Bobby, to Friday, this model that we picked. So we were thinking, we wanted to make the designers happy, you know, to pick some models that maybe had a similar look to who they originally put these looks on. Yeah, I love this look. I thought it was impacting. I love the color. You know me, I love me some color. I thought it was a great color. It was printed, and the little Peter Pan collar, and it was all quilted. So it was like padded inside with batting. It was very Montclair. To me, I think that maybe Nina Garcia said something about Prada. I get that. Law did. Yeah. So it was kind of Prada. I love this. It's like a modern version of a lady who goes to lunch.
And the accessories, you know, I agree with Law. Take off the little headband. It was like a little skull, and it worked with her collection. And this is a problem, and we might hit on this with a few other designs. Designers get very attached to their designs and the way they want them to be presented. So Christian told her not to use the headband. And she did it anyway because she felt, oh no, this look needed a headband.
And then Law Roach says, take it off.
So sometimes, you know, you really have to step away, and that's what Christian's there for. I mean, he is not there to try and steer you in the wrong direction. You might not always agree, but I would think in this case where it's just a headband, take it off.
Take it off.
If somebody's advising you to take it off,
you can't be that delicate about things. But it was a good look.
It was a good look. Okay, so the second best for us was one that the judges did not pick.
Oh yes, and I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, and that was Erin Potts in the white gown with the white coat with the black stripes over it. And this was one that we first saw the picture, and we loved the picture, both of us, and we're like, this is amazing. Then in person, pretty much so too, because he used a fabric, and I don't know if you could tell this on the screen or if the judges could see it on the runway, but it's, what would you call the fabric?
I would say plasticized.
It's like,
it was like a coated cotton.
I would say like a ripstop fabric, like something you'd make a very lightweight raincoat out of.
You're not going to make people Google
the ripstop. Think of a very, very lightweight raincoat. So the fabrication was very unusual. It's something that he does a lot, but a lot of people don't. So I felt it gave it a sportswear vibe, but in that evening space. And I felt it represented who he was. I was very surprised they didn't respond as strongly as we did to it when we saw it. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I think they might have said it was kind of, simple, or, I think Law said he loved the coat. I thought this was a modern interpretation of a gown for the it girl, because it was just an easy breezy, loose, gorgeous, long caftan of a gown, and then the coat over it. And again, that fabric that is so unusual. It's like what Saint Laurent just did, where he reinterpreted the Yves Saint Laurent, the old Yves Saint Laurent gowns, but in nylon, in raincoat fabric. So this is what it gave me. It gave me new, fresh, modern, and of course, we had to put it on Kudia. Because the off-white kind of ecru color against her skin, we just knew, and it was so long and big and caftany that we knew it would just perfectly work on her. And so we thought it was a wow moment. So we were shocked that they weren't wowed.
I don't know. Maybe it was the black and white. I don't know. Maybe if it were a color or something. I'm not sure. But We thought it was great.
I
Okay.
thought it's a great design.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Aaron Potts. We liked it.
We liked it. Okay, so the third one was also not a judge's favorite.
You're being controversial now.
But was in our best. And this will probably, a lot of people won't agree with this.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking. I'm seeing it.
But we are putting Joseph McCrae in our best.
Joseph McCrae.
Here's why. Here's why. Because we also handled his look that he brought last season that we put on a dress form.
Yeah.
It was a brown jersey, pair of pants. I think there might have been a top underneath and jersey also. And then it had a brown, huge puffer. Just this enormous brown puffer. And the construction wasn't incredibly strong.
No.
We were surprised when it arrived, and we thought, I'm not too sure about this. It didn't seem as impressive in person as when it was photographed, and he wears a lot of his looks.
Designs, right.
And he pulls them off. I mean, he knows how to take a good photo. So that was a little bit of a letdown last year. So then when this arrived, it was polished. It was incredibly well made. Everything had a purpose. He had the bag, the hat,
everything.
The socks, everything. It was a complete look. And also, and I understand they think he's one note and he does one thing.
And he does have a signature.
He has a signature. I know you agree with me. We don't have a problem with it.
I know what you were going to. Yeah, I know. We, for years, when we were the chairpersons of a fashion college, we strove to, is that a word? we tried to tell our babies, our students, that the whole point is for you to create a signature.
Yeah.
Who is you? Sorry, bad grammar. Who are you?
Yes.
And so the fact that Joseph McCrae has a definite signature is something, again, that young designers work so hard, so many years to get. Like, it's there. Yes, then you need to evolve and improve on that.
Right.
I'm thinking right now off the top of my head, Willie Chavarria. What a signature. But then he sort of evolves from it. Of course, the whole cholo baggy pants look, but then he evolves from it and he goes to different streets outside of that signature, but still keeping that signature. And I know that involves maturity.
Yeah.
Which I think, again, you need to have some years in you.
Yeah, and Joseph McCrae is young, but I will just say that the look that he brought, going back to that, the brown look he brought in season 1 compared to this look, this blue printed look, it was like a woven. He likes to work in upholstery fabric, right? And so it was along those lines. Those two looks to me are very different.
This showed maturity.
This showed maturity to me.
From one year to the next,
And they both are oversized, which is his signature.
Right.
But he evolved it. So I don't really get that. The judges were very, very keen on him not evolving and having a problem with him not evolving. But I don't know.
I think this is evolved.
I think it's evolved, and I think the model, when she walked down the runway, looked amazing.
Oh, amazing. Christina pulled it off. Yeah. Again, because Christina's like 6 foot tall. She could pull these oversized shapes, the silhouettes. It's all about shape and silhouette to me. You look at this, and it's like a lot of the stuff that we're seeing on the runway right now. We just finished looking at a lot of the haute couture shows, and it's like you see stuff that looks like this. You see designs. And the fabric was great. The kind of upholstery fabric and the kind of denim look. There's still that streetwear aspect. Yeah. And again, that he thinks about head to toe.
Yeah.
The entire look.
The entire look.
While it may or may not annoy the judges, but it's like, hello, he's thinking marketability and head to toneness, and the bag. I thought the bag is fabulous. Most people will buy the bag because they can't afford the dress.
Right.
That's how Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and almost every company. That's the only way they survive.
Yeah.
So good on him.
Yeah, and it is a look that is impacting on the runway, but also, like you said, sellable.
Right.
Whether you're selling the entire look, or like you just said, or it's just the bag, or obviously the beanie, which he's selling a lot of.
Yeah.
So anyway, in our top, I think it was great.
I agree.
So that was number 3. Number 4 is also a look the judges didn't pick.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that is Yang Yang.
Yang Yang.
So maybe you don't even remember what this look was.
I think it was like a 2-second blurb.
Yes. Not a lot of airtime for Yang Yang's look. And again, I think we have bias on this look because we held it and handled it and worked with it. Again, very well made.
Right.
A lot of interesting uses of textile that were very fashion forward. And for Nick and I, and I would hope the judges, that's what you're looking for. Somebody that has interesting ideas, unique, different. And that's what this was. And it was a sort of avocado green dress.
Or highlighter yellow, highlighter green.
Yeah, there was a little green, more green to it than yellow, but it was actually just a plunging A-line dress.
That's it.
But over it was laser cut pleather.
Right.
And it was like bats or birds.
I think it was birds. I think it was birds. I think that the judges were like, what are those bats? But I think it was like kind of, I would say, different looking images of birds.
Yeah.
It's not so overtly obvious that they were birds, but I think that was the whole key, And
I think she might have, maybe I'm making this up, but I think she might have been referencing the movie Birds. And it had this bolero jacket to it.
Yeah.
And it was lavender with the birds print. She had it printed on this fabric. So it was her custom fabric, and it had a green collar, and there was some green in that bolero, and it had black leather gloves. And what's interesting, if she did reference the Birds movie, is that there is a period feel to the silhouette.
Right.
So it is very, I'll say, old school, very classic,
right,
in its silhouette.
Well, definitely the little capelet,
the
little bolero capelet,
the long gloves, the A-line silhouette of the gown.
But it was a modern look. I love the printing, the sort of watercolor, laser cut, textured aspect of it. It wasn't like, she had just gone to Mood and cut the dress and had a different kind of cut and silhouette of a dress. No, this was worked on. And so it had her DNA. And she took that classic silhouette and modernized it and made it her own. So I get how it might not have come off strong on the runway, but for us, it was in the top. Yes.
Okay.
Yang Yang in the top.
Yang Yang
for
in
us.
the top. Okay.
Last, how many do we have?
So we have 2. This is 5.
Okay.
And we're doing 6.
Okay.
So number 5 is something the judges did agree was the best, and that was Brian Barrientos, and it was the white look. It was courting.
Yes.
And it was manipulated
heavy.
I'm telling you, this look, I wish I would have had a scale to put it on. It was as heavy as a male human being, like
more
150 to 175 pounds.
And Jessica should get an award.
She should get.
I think that we might have gotten the medic like on standby because of the weight of this and the fact that she gave it to you and that she did the runway with all this weight. I mean, we helped her to walk her to the runway, to take the photo, to do all that. It was just, oh my God.
Yeah.
The heaviness of it. But it was this sort of kind of avant-garde shape look to it. And I understand why the judges, and now us, that we were attracted to it.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. You know, a lot of the other designers were calling it like pillows or
a comforter.
And of course, you get that. But this was something that was impacting, was different. And again, that's what the judges want to see. It's hard to deny that this wasn't something unique and new.
Right.
And those judges, as we've also said many times, have seen everything.
Everything. And, you know, this is, you know, one of those mantras that I always say, like, start with a bang.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you don't just pack that other dress. You pack the dress.
Yeah.
And I think that was very smart of him, because he knew nobody else would have something like this.
Right.
Whether you liked it or not. And you know, obviously, as you could hear from the other designers, they were like, what the heck? You know, it's like it evokes emotion, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
Extreme emotions. And sometimes that's what like true, especially avant-garde fashion does, you know? And that's what this did. You know, it was a look, it was a moment, and he was smart to bring it.
Yes. Okay, the last of our top 6 best for episode 1 was Jude.
Jude, you mean Timothy Chalamet? Timothy
Jr.
Timothy Jr.
Yeah. Yes, this
is the opposite of Brian.
Exactly. Exactly. And here is somebody who is so young, but knows who he is as a designer and was confident enough to have this walk down the runway. It was a double-breasted gray jacket with ruffled peplum, a white shirt, button front shirt, and tiny little, almost like boxer pinstripe shorts.
Yeah, in like a silk satin shirting, like a silk satin lining, actually. It's like what you line jackets with.
Yeah.
And they were little shorts. You barely saw them on Rebecca.
Yeah.
And the coat was just perfection. The lapel, the collar, everything was, I mean, the judges said it. It was just, I mean, I'll say it again, perfection.
Yeah.
And it was simple, and it was not a quote-unquote showstopper.
No.
But sometimes you don't have to shout with your designs, and this was a whisper of a showstopper.
Yeah, and I think the show-stopping aspect of this garment was the perfection of the tailoring and the way these judges could see how well cut this garment was. So that was enough of a wow, and amazing that he was smart enough to know that. And it could just be that his youth and inexperience doesn't know any better, and he said, this is what I do, and
it
here
worked.
it is.
It worked.
Okay, so that was our top 6. So now let's do the 6 designs that we thought were on the bottom.
Okay, that we thought were on the bottom.
That we thought.
Let's
the
reiterate.
judges had their time, but now it's our turn.
Okay, let's go.
And we agreed a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, the number one, without a doubt, is Plain Jane's sort of S&M, gold S&M, spiked
cooch
looking.
I think.
Yeah.
Law said.
I don't know what more we can say about it.
No.
It was what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know what show he thought he was going on and why he would pull this out of everything.
Yeah. And it was something that was made, I think he wore it before, right? Like on him in drag, right? Yeah. It was just like,
just wrong.
Wrong. It's not fashion.
No.
Not even, no.
And I will say, the judges were very keen on sort of putting the people in the bottom who they thought did the most costume,
Yes.
as opposed to fashion.
Right.
And so that was something and this obviously was not a garment.
No.
All right, so then the next one,
Moving on.
the next one is Lorraine.
But can we just give props to the model because her body,
Yes.
her body,
And no complaints.
honey, she worked it like the rent was due.
Yep.
No
She
complaints.
said, "This is what I'm wearing."
I'm putting something that has spiked titties on it and I'm going to just sell it. But her body, she's a dress form.
Yeah.
A dress form. It's just, anyway, I just wanted to
And she
praise.
did look amazing.
Hot.
It was just wrong outfit, wrong place, wrong time. Everything.
100%.
Okay, so
Next.
the next one is Lorraine, and the judges also put her at the bottom
Yes, they
and
did.
voted her out. And she is very talented.
Yeah.
And she does interesting shapes, similar to Joseph McCrae in the oversized.
Right.
A different take on it.
Right.
But she just didn't bring something that really. It represented her. It just wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't impacting enough. And really, it went after you saw something, because she was in that Joseph McCrae space.
Right.
The like upholstery fabric, kind of that brocade jacquard, very heavy. And then the sort of oversizedness of it all. But when you see Joseph McCrae, then it's like she gets canceled out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I get it. Canceled out. And it was kind of, I have to say, the construction, again, I know it's not a sewing contest, but it was like raw.
Yeah.
And not, it was like just raw hems, raw seams, and not necessarily looking like it was on purpose to be raw, a la, helmet laying Martin Margiela, but it just looked unfinished.
Yeah.
I just think that she just, once Joe showed up to dinner, it was like, you done, Lorraine. Sorry.
Yeah, it was almost as if Joseph McCrae would have done this last year.
Yes.
So maybe she'll evolve too.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The third one that was on the bottom, also we agree with the judges, was Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer.
And again,
she was the former model.
Yes.
Who modeled for Project Runway like 10, 11 years ago. I remember her.
Yeah. And again, this wasn't a bad look. It was very well made.
Yeah.
She is very talented.
Yeah.
She mainly makes costumes for editorial photo shoots.
For hair shows.
Yeah. So she has a bend towards the costume, and this just leaned too far into the costume genre.
The green didn't help.
Yeah.
The leaves and moss, that didn't help. What do they call it? Poison ivy?
Poison ivy.
That's it. So it was like a little too much of that.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think they said they've seen it before, because it's kind of like that nude dress with the lace applique over the tulle. I think it just wasn't fresh or new enough.
Yeah.
It was impacting.
Yeah.
But it looked like, something that the judges, they said it, that they've seen. So it's like Ellie Saab from 10 years ago.
And it's so hard because she probably, in another year where you're just chosen into the cast, she might have gone further.
Right.
But this was hardcore. It's like you bring one thing, if you bring the wrong thing, or if they don't like what you have, that's it.
I think it was just, could it have been that she just picked, she shouldn't have picked the green moss applique dress.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. So then the next one is Robbie, which is also
Robbie,
one that the judges put in the bottom. And so Robbie brought again a dress. It was.
Why are you wincing?
It was pink and black.
If you're watching this podcast, you gotta take a look at Daddy David's wincing.
It was pink and black, iridescent, sort of satiny fabrications, a little mini pink skirt. It had a high, very pointy, long collar, big blouson sleeves. In my opinion, Robbie had a very strong, they all had a strong motivation to be on the show.
Yeah, of course.
But Robbie was very, very dedicated to going far on the show.
Yeah.
So being placed in the bottom, you could tell just really.
Oh, it crushed
him.
Yeah.
And the other thing I will say is that he was the one that really listened to Christian and took his garment apart and recreated.
I don't think any of the other 22 designers did as much as Robbie did.
No. So
Yeah.
kudos to him, and clearly had skills, because in the short amount of time they were given, he took the garment apart, reconstructed it to make a totally different looking garment.
It had a collar. It had all this, the sleeves attached. He seam ripped the sleeves. And all of a sudden it's a halter dress,
And
a halter top.
I really think it improved it a lot.
Yes.
It's just the judges weren't comparing a bad dress to just a not so good dress.
Right.
They only saw the not so good dress.
Right.
So sadly,
as opposed to what we saw straight from the luggage.
yeah. So, he was probably doomed from the beginning. But, you never know. He's still there.
He's still on the show. He could go through.
He could make it.
Yeah,
so we'll
exactly.
see. So number 5 in our worst
Sad face
of the episode, who we think should have gone home, is Danny.
Oh yeah,
The Renaissance Fair looking poofy satin thing, and she was saved.
I mean, it was like
saved.
Yeah, it was Renaissance Fair, Captain's Dinner Theater, Pirate Dinner Theater. She is like the wench.
Yeah.
And she's holding a big thing of beer and she's hanging off the ship.
I mean,
I don't get it. I'm sorry, Danny. I don't get it.
No, she's so sweet. She is the nicest. And I will say, it has a very Chapel Roan feel to it. But again, it was a costume, really. I mean, so
for the Pirates Dinner Theater, I already said that. Didn't you hear me?
Or Chapel Roan on the stage.
I mean, okay, the chartreuse, I think it was Dupioni satin, silk satin. It could have been poly. The leather bustier corset with studs and silver metal. It was just to me. Can I just take a something out of Nina Garcia's book?
Yes.
Taste level.
Yeah.
To me, it was besides the fact that it was Pirates Dinner Theater, wench, that it was just the taste level for me was not. But I have to tell you that I remember it being the runway was happening and we are there watching it. We're actually filming it behind the scenes, and we kind of say a lot of people like to stand near us, by us, and so I remember some I don't know who it was. It could have been a PA, it could have been another producer, but saying, "Oh, I really like that."
Yes, yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
And she was young.
Yes, and she was young, so she was the Chapel Roan
Yeah.
market. And so again, I sort of I think I remember going to you and be like, I think we old. I think it's just, we don't get it.
No, I know, but I don't know that anybody really got this.
This kid loved it. This PA / producer, they were into it.
The judges liked it enough to save her because she is going forward.
Okay.
All right. So our final of our 6 worst.
Yeah.
We don't agree on.
We don't.
But
we don't agree.
Yeah, you and I. But I went with it.
Okay.
And that is Andrea's look. The one that was, everybody said was mismatched. You know, the black and white shorts with the blue top and the blue socks and the pleather wrap. Okay.
I think that she was in the worst.
Yes, you do.
But you don't.
I don't, because I do think it was the wrong outfit to bring. So I think
Why?
That's what killed her. I don't think it was impacting enough. I do think it was a little quirky. I think she had other things that I've seen in her portfolio that the judges would have responded to better. But her aesthetic is this mismatched thing.
Yes.
And that's what she does.
Right.
And it didn't offend me as much as it did other people.
Yeah.
And maybe that, again, it's the bias that I had seen her portfolio.
Right.
So I knew what she did.
But
I
don't
knew
you,
what she
let me just,
was about.
let me just say something.
Yes.
Don't you think, like, if you're going to pick an outfit, don't pick to me, like, let's say you do a runway show, a collection of 20 looks. This is like look number 6.
Yeah, exactly.
That gets lost.
Yeah.
It's not number 1.
No.
It's not, you start off with a bang. Here's a lesson, kids. Pay attention. If you're ever going to do a collection, you start off with a bang and you end with a bang.
Yeah.
And sometimes you put in the not so good bangs in there. And to me, that's like, why are you bringing look number 6 out of the 50? Where's your finale?
Yeah.
Where's the finale look? Where is the first look of your collection? These are Bermuda shorts, and then this top and this neoprene sweater over it, and then the faux leather wrap.
Yeah.
It just, I'm a fan of the mismatch. I just, again, this was not the look you bring.
Yeah. I think, like you said, look, if this were look number 9, look number 12, that's where your sellable pieces come in.
Right.
And I think she feels like this is what she does, this is what she sells, but everybody was responding to, this is not something I would buy. So that's not good.
No.
So she should have just brought something that at least made the judges want to see more. That's a big thing, where they want to see it and be like, what else can you do? Which is, I think, why Danny was saved.
Right.
So.
But you, again, like, I really thought, again, she was one of the worst. You weren't so necessarily there.
Right.
So to you, she was kind of half and half.
Half and half.
Okay, half and half.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a few others I could have stuck on the bottom that were saved. But we'll get to that another time.
Another time. All right. Well, that was our first recap
for season 22
of Project Runway.
Yeah.
Tell us what you guys thought. Who did you agree with the judges, or do you agree with us, or none of the above?
And tune in to episode 2 next Thursday or Friday, and you get to see who else gets voted out.
And then tune in to us to find out some more inside dish from the Fashion Daddies right here.
Bye.
Bye. The Fashion Daddies is created and hosted by David Paul and Nick Varios. It's produced, edited, sound mixed, and scenic designed by David Paul. I'm just here to entertain.